I am thankful that God sent Bill and Chris Lucas into the life of Christ Memorial Lutheran Church and into my life. They have been a blessing at Christ Memorial. They have become very active here. They have made Christ Memorial their church family. They have become part of us. We have come to love them. Bill presently serves as an elder in our congregation. He is an active participant in our worship services, in our men's club, and especially in many active lives of the congregation. I want you to know a secret. Bill Lucas is an African American. Now, I know that that may come as a surprise to many of us. Why I mention that is that it takes a certain amount of courage to come into basically an all-white congregation and yet to become so involved, so welcome, so much a part of the faith family. That shows you the character of Bill Lucas. Bill worked for the government for many years, and he was quite successful. He left it all for Christian ministry, for Christian education, to train up and mentor Christian young people. That shows us the character and the consecration of Bill Lucas. He has made a great impact on the St. Louis Lutheran secondary education, and especially to Lutheran High North. He puts his heart and soul into the kids. He wants to raise them from where they are to where they need to be.
I came here in 2001. I was the history teacher, and I also worked in administration as the attendance supervisor. Then later I became the dean of students and assistant principal.
I like how personal everyone is and how it's more of a family than a school. Everyone's very friendly and close-knit. Everyone seems to want the best for you and want you to succeed in your life.
The teachers here go out of their way to make sure you understand, and they come here early in the morning to make sure that you can come and ask questions, or they'll stay after and help you with any problems that you have.
I like how the teachers are very caring. They're very fun to work with.
I mean, I came from public school before I came here, so when I came here it was like a big shock, and it was like something I wasn't used to. But by the time I got in it good, I was feeling good about it.
They really go out of their way to make your high school career successful.
I really like the kids. I really do. I like the dynamic we have here.
I like the fact that all the teachers are really personal, and that they always have your best interest at heart. Like recently my mom just had really serious surgery, and they all just make sure that I'm okay and check on me every day and ask about my mom and make sure that everything's going well with her too.
And a team of dedicated professionals too. I've taught in other places, and Lutheran North really has a team of seasoned professionals who know what they're doing.
I enjoy teaching chemistry. It's a lot of fun. The kids learn a lot, and my goal is to prepare them for college. So when they get to college, they feel like they can compete. And the kids come back and tell me they can, so that's good.
Lutheran North has really prepared me well for college. I know how to have a good balance between work time and building relationships with your peers and teachers.
A really enjoyable thing. I know people that who are in discipline may not think it is, but I enjoy it because you get a chance to minister. You just don't punish a person. You also explain the meanings of repentance, forgiveness, and renewal.
I think that chapel each day really helps me increase my faith, and I like how the readings are the same from church services on Sunday to chapel in the week, and it all kind of ties your Christian faith together. Instead of just having church on Sundays in your regular life, it all kind of comes together as a whole.
Well, the major benefit is that you get to minister to kids. I mean, you get to bring them in, counsel them. We have probably about 35% Lutherans, and then we have a certain group of kids who are unchurched. And so it's kind of great to talk to them, not only in the punishment role, also send for kids who are just having problems. And you can sit there and talk about the things that happened to you and how God has been great to you. And I'm one of those people that can attest to that. And so, I tell them my story, and mine is one. If you knew the whole story, you'd wonder how I got here, but God was good, and He took me out of poverty into a great life. And so I try to share it with the kids. And a lot of kids, I think it makes a difference because they see me as a human, which is what you need.
I think there's a lot of strong Lutheran influences in their lives that kind of help them learn as they grow what's right, what's wrong, how do we approach things, how do we approach sports, how do we approach studies.
My faith has grown so much since I've been here with chapel every day. I feel like it has really helped me to understand more of like God and like what He wants from me and what He wants with me to do with my life.
Some of our kids come to school having faith already, and being in this environment nurtures that and kind of helps protect them a little bit as they go through some rather rough years as teenagers. Okay, and other kids, I think, come here and this is where they learn about faith. And so we've seen faith develop in kids that weren't Christian to begin with.
Just every day in the morning I walk in the door and Mr. Lucas greets me with a smile, asks me how I'm doing. He goes out of his way to make my day better and just see how I'm doing.
Greet me with a great smile every morning.
I know that if I ever did get in trouble, he'd be more than willing to work with me and make sure that I learned from the mistake and was maybe punished accordingly, but also with my best interest at heart.
Mr. Lucas and I became fast friends pretty quickly. I often call him Brother Bill because he cares. He cheers us when we need our cheering, and he's a dedicated man of prayer, prays for us, supports. If I have a discipline issue with a kid, I know that Bill will stand behind the decision that I make to the child and to the parents, which is good. You know, if you're a parent, you know how important that consistency and support is. So that's good. Bill really does love these kids. He's tried to retire 3 times, and he keeps coming back because he really just loves the kids. And he's a great team player. He does whatever's necessary to make Lutheran North work, whether that be paying for something out of his own pocket, or staying late, or driving a kid where he needs to go. He's a good man.
Well, I think he helps me in my classroom because I know if something happens, Bill definitely backs me up. It's been a pleasure to work with Bill for the years that he's been here. He just keeps working and keeps working and keeps working on things that would be difficult for me to do as he deals with discipline problems and, you know, how to mentor kids to do the right thing sometimes. I have a lot of respect for Bill. He has a servant heart. He just wants to help the kids, and he understands that sometimes you have to be a little bit tough to help the kids grow up, but then they learn what the right way is to do things and what the wrong way is, and that there's consequences if I do it the wrong way. And Bill has done a really good job of balancing that.
I have come to know Bill well these past couple of years. I'm thankful for his friendship. Bill Lucas is one of the most mature Christian men I have met. He almost never talks about himself. He talks about the kids, he talks about his family, he talks about the ministry. That is what is important to Bill Lucas.
And I think that's a great part of being part of Lutheran high schools. I mean, you get to minister, you get to reflect your life, how you live, and that's an impact on the kids. I mean, I got kids who will come back here, ones I've suspended and done all kind of things to, and they'll actually come back and say, you know, I think you're a great guy. I mean, you know, and to me, that's the thing that means so much to me. I mean, I'm not interested necessarily in being a great guy, but I want to know that I had an impact on them, and I want to know that the fact that I do talk about God's good graces, that impacts these young men and women. And, you know, like I probably have 200-300 kids that I follow them, they follow me on Facebook. So that's how I kind of keep up with how they're doing and still keep up that relationship.
But he definitely goes out of his way to make sure you're having a good day. If something's wrong, he asks you what's up, and just make sure you're having a good experience here.
The school itself, I mean, it's really taught me a lot of things. This is second career. The other career was a little bit more lucrative, which it kind of taught me there's more things in life than money. I look at some of these teachers here who've been here for 40 years, and it's not all about the money with them. It's about being the type of person that can affect lives positively. And I think that God put me in this so I could learn that. I kind of lost that in my other job, you know, because I was always into money, and a lot of these people taught me that's not important in life. What's important in life, that you know who your Lord and Savior is, and that you live every day for Him, and that you walk by faith, which a lot of these, I'm so impressed with these teachers. I don't feel like I should be here, to be honest with you. It's been a life lesson, and I think a life lesson everybody should learn is that learn to be humble. Learn there's more things in life than the cars and money and clothes. And you learn to love, and you learn to value. And these are the greatest people I've ever worked with.
Bill Lucas and I play golf together. We are quite a twosome. Bill can be very competitive. I want you to know that playing golf with Bill, I have become a tolerant man. But I do love the friendship, the camaraderie, the competition. And Bill, I'm looking forward to playing more golf with you in the future. So, suck it up. Get better. Bring your A game. I have heard through the grapevine that Bill Lucas is retiring. I don't believe a word of it. I've heard that Bill has tried to retire several times before.
I think the school is great, and I think Mr. Lucas was definitely a great addition to it, and he'll definitely be missed.
No, I think our school, really owes Bill a debt. He's worked hard for quite some time, and it hasn't been easy, and we appreciate all he's done, and we're going to miss him when he goes.
Mr. Lucas is awesome.
Pastor Greg would like to share a personal word with wife Chris and son Will. Thank you for sharing this fine man with us and with the Lutheran High North community. I know that there have been some sacrifices on your part because a great deal of his time has been devoted to the young people and to the school. I want to thank you for showing your love for Lutheran High North and Christ Memorial in sharing Bill with us. Now I am hopeful that in retirement he will have more time to share with you.
He'll be missed a lot when he leaves here.
Yes, I'm definitely going to miss Mr. Lucas next year.
Bill, if Bill gets to see this, I would say, really do retire. We love you, but so does Chris, and we'd like you to live. So retire, spend time with Chris.
Congratulations on your retirement!
But we wish you'd stay one more year. Right!
Felicitaciones, Señor Lucas. Thank you, Mr. Lucas, for your time, effort, and care.
And attentions.
Thanks for staying for our senior year.
Keep it real, Mr. Lucas. Good luck on your retirement.